Hey, we got Drewz Viewz here, and I'm back for a little Car Tuesday, reacting to them cartoons on Tuesday and today. The penultimate episode of season 1 of Fionna and Cake. Adventure Time, Fionna and Cake. This one is called Casper and Nova. So most, if not all of the episodes this season had been the name of one person or entity, but this looks like there's two people here. Don't know who these are. Last time we had Jerry, who was, I guess, the alias. I don't know if it was the alias he was using or just what BMO was calling him, but it was the Lich, or that world's version of all them, BMO everything. We finally saw showing up, although he didn't make it till the end of the episode, trying to help the team there. But yeah, in that world they were in that multiverse, or stop in the multiverse, I guess, the Lich had destroyed everything. But he was then, I guess, bored or whatever. He decided not to kill Simon and everyone else there. And then Simon started using him, hooked up a thing to his toe to do the spell or whatever it is to get Fionna and Cake back to their home world, their stop on the multiverse, I guess I'm calling it. Or they are headed back there now. I guess they're going to show up there this episode. They went through the portal. I think they are. I mean, something happened at the end where the Scarab guy, or I think Scarab's his name, and everyone calls him Scrabby, which I don't think he likes, but anyway. He had seen his boss and was trying to go to the other boss above that orb thing to go after, to shut down the abominations, Fionna and Cake, created by Prismo, and then I guess the boss above his boss was into it, so he's let him free at the end there, and then he showed up right when Simon was doing the ritual, and it seemed like he went into the Lich, or he was like in the Lich's eye, so something bad's gonna happen, I would assume. So then I'm not sure if Fionna and Cake are gonna be back in their world this time, dealing with how it is now, or dealing with whatever's going on. And then Simon's gonna separately be dealing with this Scrabby issue, or it's still gonna all be intertwined, yeah. At least though, Fionna and Cake kind of made up last time. They had some tension the last, coming in from the episode before that, where they weren't on the same page. Was worried about Cake getting hurt, and Cake wanted to, use her powers to win the day there. So yeah, they were at odds most of last episode, but it seems like they made up there. And it goes to, like, they don't want, Cake doesn't want to go back to her world where she's just a regular cat, although I guess that wasn't always the case. It's only been since the shift in this series with Simon going back to normal that she has been like that. So I would think that this is going to end, I mean, there's be one episode next time too, but I would think this is going to end with the world going back to the way it was that we saw in the Adventure Time series in those Fionna and Cake episodes, but maybe not. We'll see, and I'm not sure if there's going to be a season 2. I definitely hope there will be, but I'm not sure if they're going to wrap things up in like a more of a finite way. I guess maybe a lot of shows kind of hedge that direction if they're not sure if they're going to get picked up for another season, but yeah. Anyway, with this being the penultimate, the second last of the season, I expect maybe some of the biggest action to come in this one, and then the most drama was, something setting up. That's a lot of times what shows do in those episodes. Set the drama up to really unfold. And I'll see if I'm right about that. I'll find out who Casper and Nova are. I'm not sure if it's going to be any people from Oregon, entities from the original series we haven't seen yet. We've definitely seen a lot now, but of course there's so many characters in Adventure Time, so we'll see. But yeah, gonna go ahead and get into it now. Casper and Nova, let's do it. All right, so that was the penultimate episode. I was kind of right. I mean, the drama did, it was the cliffhanger there. We're set up for the final showdown between Grabby and the gang there that are all back together now. Fiona's finding out that Marshall and Gary are an item. They're of course worried if they'll still be together if they go back to the way things were. I mean, I think they would have been headed there anyway, because it seems like the Marcy and Bubblegum in every world have some type of relationship. Like Cake pointed out, they are against each other in the one world. But anyway, fun to see Cake just on her, back to her normal, doing her normal thing, but in the kind of real world, quote unquote. And I looked a little Cake suit on Fionna there in the skating rink. Yeah, so of course, LSP or whatever his version is in this, I can't remember his name in Fionna's world here now, but of course had to mess things up at the end there. They did set that up well earlier in the season when he popped out of the clothes. I think when Gary and Marshall first met, so that was good. Yeah, and of course, so back to the drama though with Simon and meeting up with Betty again, who's was absorbed into Globgrod there. I really need to go back and watch that end of Adventure Time again to remember exactly what happened there. Or Gold seems to be wanting Simon to, not sure what exactly. Also, the Lich was destroyed very graphically there. That was one of the times where I mentioned, yeah, with this Fionna and Cake is like, it's pitched more older audiences than their original Adventure Time, even though that was pretty subversive for what it was. There's some real horror stuff in here. I mean, the Lich was always very horrifying to begin with, but interesting seeing him back, not knowing what to do. The nice parallel between him and Simon from the beginning of the season, at least there. He had no purpose anymore, and then the Gold turned him into one of the little Tetris things there. And of course, Scarab, was no match for Gold. They turned him into those, it was fun video game like, but fun with all the little, I don't know what they are, the little bug versions of him, which yeah, is going back to, I guess it's back to himself now, so going back to where it's setting up for the finale. But yeah, I'm not sure why Gold / Betty put Simon in this other world. Is it for some purpose, or is she just trying to stop him from, I don't know, does she care about what his current mission is? Possibly I missed something important, but yeah, so he came into the body of the one, I guess, adventure of, I can't remember what that one's name was, but the other one's name was Beth. Beth kind of looked like, I mean, it was kind of like almost another Jake and Ben set up a little bit there. Beth looked like one of like Jake's kids almost from Adventure Time that had some kind of Magic 2 portal thing. In that world, all the books were like guns or whatever, and then, but yeah, the choose your own adventure. So interesting that they called it the two names of the characters in the choose your own adventure too. That was just came in really at the end there. I'm not sure if that was supposed to mean something too. Yeah, pretty interesting. So we'll just have to see how if Simon can get the crown in the world he's in now, or how he gets out of it. It seems like he should just be stuck how he is until Gold lets him go. So maybe it is supposed to be like he's supposed to learn some final lesson for that to happen and be able to put the world back. I guess I'll still predict that the world will go back to like the fan fiction version of Fionna and Cake, which was the real one, I guess, not how it is now. Obviously, Cake wants that. Fiona's getting a little torn out, finding out about some other things like her friends, how it's gonna affect them. But yeah, we'll have to see. I'm pretty darn excited to watch it though, and that'll be next Card Tuesday. So do join me back for that one. Stay subscribed to Drewz Viewz here, and yeah. Until that big Fionna and Cake season 1 finale, I'm up out of here. Peace.
I'm watching TV.